Well, here's something you've probably never thought about. How do you greet your loved ones when you leave home or you return? Did you know that the way that we deal with arrivals and departures could have an impact on our relationships? And joining us now with more on relationship arrivals and departures is Dr. Bill Baker. Good morning, and thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Sherry. Glad to be here.
All right, so let's get down to it. How important is the departure and arrival when you get home and you greet your loved one?
In my opinion, they're very important. The way we greet each other after an absence sets the tone for the rest of the time together. For example, a positive greeting encourages positive interaction, whereas a negative greeting encourages negative interaction. Likewise, the way we say goodbye creates a memory that affects how we feel during the time apart and also how we anticipate the reunion. So we need to work hard to make sure that our daily greetings and hellos and goodbyes are as positive as possible.
Yeah, I imagine it would set the tone for the rest of that evening, as you said earlier.
Definitely.
Now, what are some guidelines that can help people improve that arrival when you get home? Let's say you have a bad day at work and, everything and everybody around you has suffered from it. As you're saying, the most important thing is when you greet your loved one at home, leave it at the door, right?
Well, those are challenges for all of us. Couples, married couples, for example, would do well to sit down and talk about what they want or need when they do say hello or goodbye to each other. There's some things to avoid, some negative patterns, such as we walk in the door and let's say the one there hands the baby or the child off for childcare, and then leaves. It's just so abrupt. Or here's a chore list. Get these things done right now. Or there's a whole list of critical remarks. We start bashing the other person. Now, some of that might need to be done, but not immediately. It's a timing issue. We need to take time, I think, for 3 A's. Acknowledgement, saying hi, saying hello in a friendly term, instead of avoiding or given the silent treatment. Affection, a hug, a touch, or a kiss can be very helpful and very important. Appreciation, saying something that we appreciate or paying a compliment. These positive actions can help us to have a greeting that sets a very positive tone for the time together.
So you're saying that you should wait a little bit before you give them the honey-do list?
If possible, we need to do that. Now, if the kitchen is literally on fire, it's like, hey, come put the fire out. But there is a timing issue there. First things first.
And when you're leaving during the departure, is there anything different or same rules?
There are some similarities for sure. I think we need to promote the relationship with what I think of as an ABC approach. A, affirm the relationship. Saying something as simple as, I love you and I will miss you while we're apart and I'm looking forward to seeing you when I get home. So we affirm the relationship. Be affectionate. Again, a hug, a touch, a kiss can be very helpful. C, confirm the return home. That is, I'll be home at the usual time, and if that changes, I'll be sure and let you know, because we respect those time issues. So when we do that, we, as I think of it, promote the relationship. Now, we also might need to provide some damage control. Let's say we've had an argument or we've been in conflict. Then I could say, I regret very much that we've been arguing. I love you. This concerns me. I have to go to work. I know you have to leave, but I love you and we will work this out. We'll talk about it later when we get together. So we do damage control.
All right, great advice. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh, glad to be here, Sherry.
All right.